All right, this is how far I've gotten so far on the floor or the base of my greenhouse. Getting ready to lay the floor. I don't think that thing is quite square, but I guess for this purpose, it'll just have to do. But I was putting that board up there a little while ago, and it's not fitting up there squarely. I ain't starting over. Alrighty, I got my floor down, and it is not level at all, but for what I'm using it for, it should work. Alrighty, here's some more of my carpentry on my new greenhouse. Starting to come up. I got to run to Lowe's and get some more wood. I'm kind of doing it a little bit at a time. I'm off work today, so it's looking good so far. Like I said, the floor is it's not made correctly, but I'm going to cover it up real well. This is not something professional, guys. All right, I got 3 walls up. I don't know how I'm going to do the door, but I got those walls up, floors there. It's looking pretty good for someone that doesn't know what the heck they're doing. So this is probably going to be it for today. I've got all this done today. All right, we got all 4 walls up now. That end is where I'm going to put the door. I think I've got an old door out here in my storage house, but it's looking pretty good. It's coming together good. I'm using screws to anchor everything down, so it looks real stable, a lot more stable than when I put out here last year. All right, we got a little makeshift roof up here. It's kind of like one of those lean-to types of roofs where it just leans to one side. Got that done. Got all this done this afternoon, really. Thought it was going to rain, but it never did rain. So it's looking good. Again, it's not the most professional looking thing, but it looks good to me. And I guess that's all that counts. Alrighty, we're doing the roof now. We're doing the crossbars up there. It's coming along. The rain has kind of been messing me up, but it's coming along pretty good for a one-man project. For me, not really knowing what the hell I'm doing, it looks okay. Alrighty, I got the crossbars on the roof done here. So it's coming together. Now I got to go get the plastic for the roof. I guess I could go ahead and put the door on now. That's going to be a task within itself. Alrighty, I'm starting to put down my Tough Tex panels. They're going on like this. This is a polycarbonate type of panel that I'm using. This is about 8 feet long and about 32 or 30 inches wide. It's got this little foam that you screw down onto it, and it makes it seat properly. So this is going to be pretty cool once it's done. Alrighty, we got our ceiling up there now. That took, gosh, it probably took me from 9 o'clock till 3:30 this afternoon. Of course, I had to run back and get more screws and all that. But it looks pretty good. It looks a lot better than that plastic did last time. So now we just got to work on the walls and the floors. We're going to put a fan up in here, an exhaust fan. So it's looking good, looking good. Alrighty, I just hung my first door. I'm going to stabilize it a little bit more, and I'm going to probably paint that door. But heck, that looks pretty good for someone that's never hung a door before. I even bought a new door hanging tool, whatever the hell you call that thing. Coming along good. Alrighty, I got the wall framing up. Doesn't look too bad. Like I said, from a novice, and what I'm going to use it for, it looks pretty darn good. I mean, I wouldn't want to live in it, but it's coming along real good. I wanted to give you an update on my little project here. I kind of forgot about filming it, but I've made these flaps right here that open up so I can let this thing air out. I got 4 of those. Got them on that side right there. It's starting to come together. I mean, it's kind of It's better than the one I had last year. And it's not level by any means, but I think it'll do what I want it to do. All right, I got one side done. It looks pretty good. Got the little flapping doors up here. That's gonna look good in the summertime. Of course, I want to have some screens in there too, so bugs won't be able to get in there. So we're about 3/4 of a way through with this. All right, we installed the vents there. That's where the cool air goes in, and then we're gonna have a fan at that time. Alrighty, I've almost got my greenhouse completed. I've got to seal up these little flat portions right here. This side wasn't that way, so I don't have to really seal it up so much, but I've got the fan up there, got the vents down here. These will open up like that. That's pretty cool. It's starting to look good. For a little hillbilly greenhouse made by me, it'll do. Like I said, it's probably not level, but I think it'll work. All right, we're coming along now. You can see how the shutters look. I've got them all fixed up. Got little hinges there on the corners to hold up the hinges. I'm going to put some wire screen up so that no little bugs like that bee that's in there right now can't get in there. But that's looking good. Still got to do the floor. Here's a shutter view from the other side. That looks good as well. We're moving along. Alrighty, I got my floor in there. Some linoleum. Just kind of stuck it down on the ground, on the floor. Didn't do real well with the cutting, so I'm gonna take some caulking and go along those edges right there. So, but it looks okay. Like I said, this place is not perfect. It's definitely not square, for sure. but it'll work for what I want to do. Got my exhaust fans right there. Got my exhaust vents right there. Got my my vents here. They open and close. I'm gonna put some screening around the edges as well too. Gonna work on that next. Alrighty, I had to do a little bit of tweaking on my screens because I had to have a place to gain access to the window flaps out here. So what I've done is I've rigged up this little device here where I can open up this. I'm gonna take some tacks and tack up this area so that bugs still won't be able to get in. It looks kind of tacky, but I think it works. We had a really bad storm last night. We did get a little bit of water in here, but it probably came in underneath that door right there. Did get a little bit of water. Plus I had to do some more sealing on the vents right out there. So it's looking good. The first couple of days I got a whole bunch of water in here, but it wasn't sealed very well. So it's not at 100%, but it's probably at that point where I can start putting in the hydroponic bays, and my tomatoes and cucumbers and squash, they're coming up, and so it's time to get this thing rolling. I'm a month ahead of schedule compared to last year. All right, we've got our hydroponic bays in here. We're starting to fill them up here a little bit. I had to order some more net cuts for that one over there. I'm still going to try the cucumber and the tomato and the squash, the zucchini squash over here in these bins, but I'm also going to do some on the outside as well too. I put in my electrical, well, you know, I put a cord through here. I put in water so I don't have to actually go outside and drag the hose in here. So we're doing good. We're doing good. It's kind of got my electronics in here listening to it, and it's a nice day outside today. they're calling for some really bad weather, so we'll see. We had some bad weather the other week, and it held up for us, so everything's looking good. Hopefully everything will turn out right. Peace, guys. What's going on, guys? We're progressing on with the greenhouse. We got some different types of nutrient media this time. This right here is these are clay pebbles right here. They're really light. They're not like those rocks I had last year, which they weren't really a pain in the butt. They were it just made everything really heavy. I'm adjusting my pH in here. It's still a little bit off. I want it to be between 5.5 and 6. I got my pumps going. I got me a new pump this year that can handle about 6 different containers there, and they're controlling those right over there. So everything's looking good. I should be able to transplant pretty soon here. See you later.